Can someone with high intelligence ever stab someone over something petty and so small? Our immediate answer would be no. But academic intelligence does not ensure that the person will be good at sports. Similarly, academic intelligence doesn't ensure that the person is emotionally intelligent as well. So, in this part of the book, we are going to understand what is emotional intelligence, why do we need it, how can we handle it better and improve it, and what can happen if we do not control our emotions. Let's get started. So, from the entire book that I read, I understood 3 things. 1. When we are socially rejected, neglected or outcasted, it disappoints us, frustrates us, and we are left with no option, not knowing what to do. This frustration leads to anger, and that anger makes us aggressive. The solution to this is becoming assertive. But the switch is not like the switch of a fan. So, I have a technique discovered from this book which I'll be sharing with you. So stay tuned. We do not want to be poor pilots of our private lives. Thus, emotional intelligence becomes important so that we can control our outbursts. According to the author, being emotionally intelligent involves 5 things broadly. To be able to keep ourselves self-motivated, to be hopeful and patient, to stay cool when feeling frustrated, being able to calm ourselves down, to control our impulses no matter how hard we want to slap the person, hit the person or get into a fight, whatever, but to control the impulse and not allow stress to take away our ability to think rationally and practically. There is one similarity from the book What Young India Wants, written by Chetan Bhagat, and Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, and they both say that IQ or a topper or a high scorer student is not necessarily well-mannered, well-polished. He or she can be arrogant, and we do not want to come out as arrogant, especially when we don't intend to. So, what is it that we can do to convey our disappointment in a proper manner? Let's find out. Before we get into the steps, let's understand 2 things very clearly. 1, academic institutions and academic intelligence does not give us the tools, the equipment, the strength, the ability to deal with the hardships of life. And it does not teach us how to handle heartbreaks, the slow creeping sadness which eventually turns into depression. Because of this, we are left feeling disappointed and lonely. Second, and the most important thing, why we need emotional intelligence in first place is we are surrounded by people and we share some relationship with them. Parents, siblings, our friends, our co-workers, colleagues, our partners whom we be choosing eventually. If we do not know what we are feeling and how to convey that, we'll never be able to understand what they are feeling and how to understand that and how to meet their expectations. So, to be on the same page, let's understand ourselves first. A quote that we all have heard but could have been implemented this way was something interesting for me. It says, someone who knows thyself knows God. And if this holds true, if I know myself well, I would know how to behave with myself and how to behave with others. So the step 1 in solving the problem of emotional intelligence is being self-aware. What am I feeling? How am I feeling? And why am I feeling that? So most of the times we say, I am angry. But it is better to train ourselves to say, I am feeling angry. In that way, we detach ourselves from the feeling itself and try to understand why and what has caused us to feel it. This will save us from the whole fact that do not let your emotions eat you up. So sometimes we get so shattered by a particular emotion that we cannot eat, we cannot sleep, we cannot think properly, we cannot function at all because we are just too absorbed by that emotion. And we cannot convey it properly in the right channel to anyone. So if we are self-aware, we'll be able to save ourselves from this pain. So what do we do when we are feeling a particular emotion too intensely? First thing is try to distract ourselves from that particular mood, to change our mood and to lift the mood by listening to good music, by taking up a therapy, shower therapy, bubble therapy, dog therapy, pet therapy, or spending time with kids, anything that can help you to feel better about yourself, about the life, and appreciate it. Okay. Now, the step 2 is the cool off, which is in continuation in line with step 1, self-awareness. So, if we are in an argument which is happening in a particular room or face to face, it is better that we get up, leave the room, so that we are not impulsive in jumping into the argument and defending ourselves, because sometimes it is intentional and that's exactly what the other person wants. So not getting provoked, leaving the room, spending time by our own self and understanding, is it really important for me to give any explanation in this battle or in this argument or in this fight? Because there are two things. Your friends are also involved and people who kind of dislike you are also involved. Your friends know you, they don't need any explanation from you. And people who dislike you are going to dislike you in all ways. So do you really need to give an explanation and fight that battle, or just leave it, ignore it? Because when you ignore it, you're taking away the power from the person to affect you in any way. Here, silence works. And the benefit to you, second, is that anger will not convince you to do something destructive, either to yourself or to someone else. So you are safe from that as well. Okay, now final thing, in case you have tried everything, if you are in an argument and you get up, leave the room so that you can avoid any further outbursts, or you have gone and taken a walk, try to uplift your mood, but still it's not working, then there are two more things that I'm going to share with you. One, call up your friend or a sibling, whoever you're close to, and just tell them that, okay, I'm going to rant, listen to me quietly, and please do not interrupt. So they know, okay, what they have to receive and what is going to happen. And that they don't get carried away in your emotions, because they love you, they care for you, they'll also get angry, they'll also feel frustrated about why the other person did something wrong to you. So it is a disclaimer that do not get carried away in emotions, just hear me out. That is one thing that you can do. Second is, you can, suppose your friends or siblings are not available when they are at work and you cannot connect with them, take a pen and a paper, write all your emotions down and scribble. It's okay if the paper tears. And then just tear the paper, put all your frustration on it, tear the paper, and then just throw it. At least it will calm you down with 2%. And now when that has worked out for you, sit down with another piece of paper and a pen, write the situation, write the options that are available for you, what you can do, which is also mentioned in the book Tough Times Never Last But Tough People Do. Write 10 options and write their consequences. For every option, what is the outcome going to be? And now you will be able to clearly pick the best option, which is having the best consequence, which is a benefit for you. The outcome is in your favor, and that will be your best solution. This method is given by the author in the book Emotional Intelligence, and he has termed it as the SOCS method. SOCS. So I hope that this method and this awareness about emotional intelligence helps you in making your life and the life of your dear ones better. If it has helped you in any way, and if you think it can help your near and dear ones, do share with them. For more such videos, do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I come up with a new review. Thank you. Take care. Bye.